Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News, bringing you a magnetic excursion update Sunday, October 26th, around 10 p.m. Mountain Time, 2025. We've got G1 geomagnetic storm for the 28th and the 29th. Buckle up, Buttercup. And Hurricane Melissa is battering down on Jamaica as a Cat 4 storm. Keep calm. It's boom time. Hurricane Melissa, powerful storm, poses catastrophic threat to the Caribbean. Let's take a look.
Hurricane Melissa is gaining strength and posing a catastrophic threat to Jamaica and other parts of the Caribbean. This satellite image shows the eye of Melissa as it intensified to Category 4 hurricane. The storm has already claimed at least 3 lives in Haiti, flooding streets and destroying homes. It also left a trail of destruction across the Dominican Republic. Jamaica is now preparing for the worst hurricane in decades, with as much as 40 inches of rain and potentially life-threatening flooding. People scrambled to leave the island ahead of the powerful hurricane. All of the airports there are now closed. Our weather team is tracking it all. But first, ABC's Ika Jachi leads us off from Kingston, Jamaica.
Tonight, Jamaica facing catastrophic and life-threatening flooding as Major Hurricane Melissa comes in, with potentially devastating winds and storm surge to follow. Residents stocking up on food and gas. In this community, a woman urging residents to leave right away.
You're asked to evacuate now!
These rocks were brought in from another part of Jamaica to stop the Caribbean Sea from blocking out the only road that leads to the airport. Now, the concern is now, as Melissa rolls its way in, these waves will get too tall for these rocks washing out that only road.
Melissa already claiming multiple lives, including at least 3 in Haiti, flooding streets and destroying homes. This woman saying the sea took our house. We have no place to stay. In the Dominican Republic, rain causing landslides, floodwaters, cutting off communities, water supply systems for more than 500,000 impacted too. In South Florida, volunteers in Doral preparing aid boxes containing food and other basic necessities to help the families impacted across the Caribbean.
The impact is going to be so difficult with persons having to be without the necessary essential items. These families' necessity kits will at least help them get through a few days.
Jamaica now bracing for a direct hit from what's expected to be the strongest hurricane on record to make landfall here.
Lindsay, conditions here are expected to continue deteriorating throughout the night with hurricane-force winds expected by tomorrow. Lindsay?
All right, stay safe. I thank you. Let's get right to meteorologist Danny Beckstrom from our New York station WABC. Hi, Danny. It looks like Hurricane Melissa is still gaining strength.
Lindsay, Melissa is now a major Category 4 hurricane packing max sustained wind of 145 miles per hour. Warm water and weak wind shear mean Melissa could get stronger as we wait for the northern turn on Monday afternoon. Melissa taking aim at Jamaica's southwest coast for a landfall by early Tuesday, which puts the majority of the island in the northeast quadrant of the storm. That's known for packing the worst wind and most significant surge, in this case, 9 to 13 feet above ground level. Melissa then heads toward eastern Cuba Tuesday night with a second landfall forecast still as a major hurricane. Hurricane warnings in effect for Jamaica and now in eastern Cuba as well, with hurricane conditions expected to start Monday in Jamaica, where modeling has landfall early Tuesday morning. But this is a slow-moving system that will have time and moisture to drop feet of rain, producing catastrophic flooding and life-threatening landslides, with isolated areas seeing more than 30 inches of rain between tonight and the middle of the week. Lindsay?
And we know you'll be monitoring it for us. Danny, thank you.
So what we have right now is that some parts of the southern peninsula of Haiti and Jamaica potentially could receive up to 40 inches of rain, likely resulting in catastrophic and life-threatening flash flooding as well as numerous landslides. So heads up there. Here is Melissa, the latest update 22A, showing a Cat 4 storm at 145 miles per hour maximum sustained winds. And well, let's just take a look. Yeah, 145. So it needs to go above 156 to get to Cat 5. Here is the key message for Hurricane Melissa. Jamaica, seek shelter now. Damaging winds and heavy rainfall tonight and Monday will cause catastrophic and life-threatening flash flooding, numerous landslides before potentially devastating winds arrive Monday night and Tuesday morning. Heed the warnings. Extensive infrastructural damage, long-duration power and communication outages, and isolation of communities are expected. Life-threatening storm surge and damaging waves are expected along portions of the southern coast Monday night and Tuesday morning. In Haiti and the Dominican Republic, catastrophic and life-threatening flash flooding and landslides are expected across southwestern Haiti and southern portions of the Dominican Republic through midweek. In Haiti, extensive infrastructural damage and isolation of communities is likely. Although winds have temporarily decreased on the Toubadoun Peninsula, they are likely to increase again across much of the western Haiti on Tuesday. Eastern Cuba. The storm won't reach there till early next week. Life-threatening storm surge is expected along portions of the southern coast of eastern Cuba late Tuesday and Tuesday night. Damaging winds and heavy rainfall with life-threatening and potentially catastrophic flash flooding and landslides are also expected beginning Monday. Preparation should be rushed to completion. Southeast Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos, monitor Melissa closely, please. There is an increasing risk of significant storm surge, damaging winds, and heavy rainfall Tuesday and Wednesday. Watches will likely be required early Monday. Fun day. Winter storm warnings issued as 18 inches of snow are set to hit. Holy macaroni. The National Weather Service has issued heavy snowfall warnings across parts of several western states from today through Monday, with some areas of Wyoming expected to get up to 18 inches of snow and wind gusts of 60 miles per hour. Why does that matter? Well, heavy snowfall is likely to affect roads, particularly bridges, overpasses, and mountain roads, which are expected to become slippery and dangerous. The National Weather Service has warned drivers to use extra caution if they must travel. Drive slowly, keep a flashlight, flood, and water in the vehicle in case of an emergency. Quick look at Tornado HQ, and we've got some severe weather down in the southeast. Special marine warnings all over Florida with a tornado warning in Brevard County. Holy macaroni. So lots of stuff going off on the east coast of Florida right now. We've got some rain moving through the southeast and the central U.S. Rain and snow for the northwest. Take a look at that. Heavy snow now falling in all of the mountain regions in the northern Rockies. And now the full forecast. Severe weather and heavy rain along the central Gulf Coast, Pacific storm in the northwest. Showers and thunderstorms pose a risk for a couple of tornadoes, occasional damaging gusts, and some scattered flash flooding along the central Gulf Coast. As a Pacific storm system continues to bring gusty winds, lower elevation rain, and hazardous mountain snow to the northwest U.S., winter storm watches and warnings are up for the northern Rockies here. You can see some high wind warnings out here in Colorado and freeze warnings up here in the Great Lakes. A quick look at the GFS model, and we can see that heavy snow moving into the forecast here. Here is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. There we can see Melissa now moving off into infinity, thankfully. Thursday, Friday, that is the nor'easter. It's now going to be like an inland nor'easter here. Thursday and Friday, big bombing storm here. Going to bring some snow to the Appalachians. And let's take a look at the total snowfall, shall we? Yeah, let's move it through. Al Gore would not be happy here. All right, here we have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, next week. And we've got, what a tweak. Look at the amount of snow in the Pacific Northwest and British Columbia. This is beyond record breaking. This is epic. 12 to 14 feet in the next 2 weeks. Holy macaroni. I hope they're doing well there. Prayers go out to all the people in British Columbia as well as Alberta. Shut up, Al. Get in your hole. He says it doesn't snow in Canada anymore. Al Gore is such a bore. Seismic update. No real quakes of note. The west coast of the U.S. is rocking with a lot of moderate activity, and I'm sure people are sharding there. But low-level activity worldwide. Biggest quake of the day, a 6.2 in Timor-Leste in Myanmar. No, Pantima. Who the hell knows where that was? That's in Indonesia. Worldwide volcano news for the 26th of October. We've got Taal volcano to 8,000 feet. Fuego, volcanic ash, likely. Santiaguito, possible volcanic ash. Reventador on the list as well. Sungay to 22,000 feet. Kadashinikov, 8,000 foot blast today. Planchon Petaroa volcano, 15,000 foot blast there. Fuego to 16,000. Semeru, who knew, now you do, 14,000 foot blast. Ibu to 8,000. Santiaguito to 15,000. Krashenikov to 8,000. And look at this gorgeous. Holy macaroni. That looks phreomagmatic, in my opinion. Taal volcano, major phreomagmatic eruption, built up to 2.5 kilometer ash column earlier today. Absolutely beautiful. Reventador, volcanic ash observed. Krashenikov, 8,000 foot blast there. We've got Semeru to 14,000 feet. Ibu to 8,000. Dukono to 6,000. Sungay, possible volcanic ash. Wrapping up the list for worldwide volcano news for the day. Hey. Space weather for the 26th of October. No flaring. Everything is dropping down into the B range, but we've got some plasma filaments headed our way, as well as 2 coronal holes with the plasma stream all arriving at the same time. Good news for us. That means aurora. So October 28th and the 29th, heading into Halloween, we will have multiple opportunities to get out and look up at amazing fireworks in the sky thanks to the sun. Ho, ho. Can't even make it up. But a pair of coronal holes, coronal hole 91 and 92, will begin to face Earth over the next several days. A minor G1 geomagnetic storm watch is issued beginning October 28th, when a high-speed solar wind stream is predicted to reach Earth. We also have a minor CME coming into the picture at the same time, so we could get up to G2. It could be some fireworks. Just buckle up, Buttercup, and stay tuned for the boom. Yeah, right there. That's that. Let's get the data here. So this little CME is going to pop on the 20. Yeah, it's going to lay right over each other. 27th, 28th, 29th. Holy macaroni. Comet 3I Atlas is not a spaceship. It didn't reverse its thrusters. Anyone that believes that is retarded, and we will leave you links to the actual data that we know about right now. How the Mayans were able to accurately predict solar eclipses for centuries is amazing. The Maya civilization from Central America was one of the most advanced ancient civilizations in recent memory, known for its significant achievements in astronomy and mathematics. This includes accurate calendars and detailed celestial records, but scientists don't fully understand all the details of their calculations. A new paper coming out, The Design and Reconstructible History of the Mayan Eclipse Table of the Dresden Codex. Well, go get it. It just came out 4 days ago. This paper explores how ancient Mayan calendar specialists designed a predictive eclipse table. Absolutely mind-blowing. Lee and I will break it all down Saturday on our Rumble Science Show. Science Without Consensus. Starlink for homes is the cheapest ever recorded. Just $49 a month for your first year of service. No upfront hardware costs. That means Starlink is free if you qualify. Put in your service address and get your mind blown. And that's a boom to knowledge. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and be safe. We love you, and that is a boom.